Ready for a deep dive into something pretty amazing? We're checking out Vienna Design Week and this really cool project
Yeah.
called Biofabrique.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all about turning trash, literally trash, into like elegant furniture.
Wow.
Yeah. Like imagine like sleek tables and chairs, but they're made from stuff we usually just throw away.
It's incredible what they're doing. Like it really gets you thinking about design in a whole new way. It's not just about aesthetics, though, is it? It's about like this bigger question of resources, right? This,
Yeah.
especially with everything going on in the world right now.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like Vienna itself is kind of a case study in this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a huge influx of refugees, putting a real strain on resources. I mean, you see it in the news all the time, like ORF, Courier, they're all reporting on it. Schools, housing, you name it.
Yeah.
So finding new ways to use what we already have, it's becoming pretty essential.
Totally. And that's what makes this Biofabrique thing so interesting. It's like they're taking this challenge head on and using design to come up with some really practical solutions.
And Vienna Design Week, I mean, what better place to showcase this kind of innovation?
Exactly. It's the perfect platform for these ideas to reach a wider audience.
So let's talk about what they're actually doing, like the nitty-gritty. They're taking materials, and I'm talking like stuff most people would walk right past, and turning it into furniture. We're talking clay dug up from public transport projects, leftover grain from bakeries, and of course reclaimed wood, which is a bit more common, but still they're giving it a whole new life.
It's amazing, isn't it? And the thing is, it's not just a gimmick, Like, this isn't flimsy stuff. They're working with, I think it's Studio Dreiss, a Viennese design collective.
Okay.
And they're really focused on making sure the furniture is, high quality, meets all the, like, hygiene standards and stuff. So it's not just eco-friendly. It's built to last.
That's what I love about it. It's not just a cool idea. It's actually like a solution. It makes you wonder, how do you even begin to like turn leftover grain into a table? It sounds like alchemy.
Right. It's fascinating, actually. So they've developed this process where they use, oh gosh, what was the name? Strukelk, I think, the bakery.
Oh.
They take the grain from there, like the stuff that would normally be discarded, and they make this like bio-based material, almost like kind of like bricks, I guess.
Wow.
And then they combine that with other reclaimed materials, so it's like a completely circular approach. It really gets you thinking about the possibilities. What if we could apply this kind of thinking to other waste streams, like
construction waste.
exactly.
Oh, man, that's a huge problem.
Huge. And imagine, taking all that debris, all those materials, and instead of just dumping them, we're turning them into, I don't know, building materials for affordable housing. Or it's like killing two birds with one stone,
Totally.
You're tackling the waste issue. You're addressing the need for resources.
It's a win-win.
It is. And plus, think about the jobs it could create.
Oh, absolutely. A whole new industry around sustainable design and manufacturing. But, it's not just about the practical stuff, right? There's a whole social impact, too. And speaking of which, Biofabrique is hosting this really cool event.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
It's called the Food Banquet, a sumptuous feast. It's happening on September 28th at their canteen, which I gather is also
It's amazing, their canteen. It's like fully decked out
with the furniture, right?
with the furniture. And the food, I hear it's incredible. 6 courses, all based around the theme, the taste of color.
Wow. That's how.
Yeah, it's supposed to be quite the experience. Like, you're not just eating, you're kind of immersed in this whole philosophy of sustainable design.
It's like stepping into the future, like this is what sustainable living could look like. And it's happening right now at Vienna Design Week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not some distant dream. It's like here and now. And that's, I think, what's so powerful about it. It's showing people what's possible.
Right, because we've been talking about the practical applications, the resource management, all that. But we can't forget the social shift that needs to happen too. And I think this project really speaks to that.
It does. It gets people thinking differently about consumption, about waste. It challenges our assumptions.
And it shows that sustainability, it's not about sacrificing, it's about creativity.
Exactly.
It's about looking at what we have, what we're already doing, and finding ways to do it better, more sustainably, more thoughtfully. It's like they're taking that whole reduce, reuse, recycle thing and like turning it into an art form.
Yeah, totally. And, it wouldn't be possible without events like Vienna Design Week, right?
Yeah.
Giving these ideas a platform, getting people talking.
It's true, because sometimes you got to see it to believe it, Like when you actually experience something like Biofabrique, it's like, oh, wow, sustainability isn't just this abstract idea anymore.
Exactly. It becomes real. It's not just a buzzword. It's like, Here it is. Touch it. Feel it.
So as we kind of wrap up our deep dive into Biofabrique, is there like one big takeaway, one thing you really hope sticks with our listeners?
That's a good question. I think for me, it's that, innovation can come from anywhere, even from trash. And as we face all these global challenges, we really need to keep our minds open. Like what else are we overlooking? What else can we transform? Because the answers, they might be right in front of us, just waiting to be discovered.
Like a chair made of old bread.
Exactly. Who would have thought?
It makes you wonder, what else is possible, right?
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of sustainable design and the incredible work being done by Biofabrique at Vienna Design Week. It's a reminder that even in the face of big challenges, creativity and innovation can point the way to a brighter, more sustainable future.